Got a different kind of video coming at you guys today. Today I want to talk about an application instead of talking about the normal stuff like we do. If you've never been on this channel before, normally we're doing some sort of family thing, some sort of lifestyle thing, or we're going on a hike or some sort of fun adventure. But to do those things and to make the videos that we normally make requires a lot of different tools and a lot of different things that we try out. For instance, we've tried to use the Canon T6i as our main camera. We've tried doing a lot of vlogging with the GoPro Heroes and this whole little setup right here. Recently, we've tried to experiment with using Lumafusion, as you've guessed by the title. However, that did not work for us for one key issue. And we'll get to that in a second. We were trying to use Lumafusion as a way to pare down our editing rig because we've tried to pare down our camera, as we were talking about with the GoPro, and right now we're trying to film primarily on the iPhone for a lot of these videos and then do the Canon when things get better. But anyways, we decided to try Lumafusion because mainly the iPad is so much smaller and more versatile than our MacBook is, as you can see from that little comparison. So the other day I downloaded it. I had filmed a video for one of our other channels called Everyday Apostolic. It's our more Christian focused channel, more talking about theology and things. Instead of just living out faith, we talk and dive deep into the Bible. So I had filmed a video for that, and I decided that I wanted to try Lumafusion because I'd heard such great things, as I'm sure many of you have. These videos keep popping up. People keep talking about what it's like to edit on the iPad, the new iPad Pro. In fact, we were actually thinking about buying one of the new iPad Pros and replacing our iPad Air right here with it. But once we tried Lumafusion, we learned a few things about it that we kind of hadn't heard anybody say. And I just want to say, I was super excited about doing Lumafusion. I thought it was going to be great. It was really going to step our game up because right now we use iMovie, which, as you know, is not the best for editing, but it gets the job done. And while it has some benefits, it also has a lot of drawbacks. But it's free, and Final Cut's $300, and Adobe's like $230 a year. Those are just things that seem a little crazy, especially when you're doing such a small YouTube channel as we are. So $30 for an iPad app that everybody seems to love sounds like a great deal. However, there's only one major issue that we found with that. With a lot of the camera setups that we use, there's a little bit of a hiss that gets brought into your audio. It kind of sounds like in the background. And in a lot of the apps, like Final Cut Pro or on iMovie, there's a button that you can click called Reduce Noise. And what that does is it just takes that out while it preserves the audio coming into the mic. So when you're talking, you still get crisp, nice sounds from your voice, but you lose a lot of that hiss that comes when you're using different microphones. That's not just a cheap microphone thing. All the microphones that we use are Rode microphones. They're very high quality, but it's just a part of the process as you get that sound and you try to remove it. I never heard anybody talk about this with Lumafusion. However, after I discovered the issue and I was trying to find a solve for it, I noticed that more people that said that they actually film and edit only using Lumafusion had that noise in their videos. So the only way that I found to come around this issue, and I did try one little thing, I'll show you that clip right now. I finally figured out how to kind of fix the audio in Lumafusion after messing with it for a little while. You click up here at, where's my finger? At low pass filter, which I think I just added a second one, but anyways, and then you just adjust your resonance and your cutoff frequency, and it will fix it. It doesn't make it perfect like you're able to do in stuff even as basic as iMovie on the Mac, but it does make it a lot better, makes it a lot less annoying, and hopefully I won't have to get upset and return this software like I thought I may have had to. Anyways, just wanted to throw that in really fast. Anyways, again, have a great day. So I really thought that was going to work, and from what I could hear through my headphones when I was editing on the iPad, it seemed to work. Yet, when I got it back on my MacBook, I found a few key issues. One, the voice was no longer synced up, and two, there was still a little bit of that hiss in the background. I really thought that was going to work, and I got really excited, and I thought I'm not going to have to try to fight Apple for a refund on this app, and I'll actually get the use that I want out of it. Sadly, like I just said, that didn't work out, and I finally came to the conclusion and found from looking at other sources that the only way to solve this issue is to download other third-party apps not associated with Lumafusion, put all of your video clips through those apps before importing them to Lumafusion to take that noise out. Now, if you're filming like we do, and like most of our videos aren't like this, we don't film too many, well, for this channel, we don't film a ton of videos that are just one-take videos. Most of our videos are multiple takes, filmed over either a couple days or like we're hiking, so it's an 8-hour day or something, and it's all broken up. You don't want to take all your time uploading every single video clip you've done and putting it into another app. If you start making vlogs, you're quickly going to learn that you want to do clips because it makes things more manageable, but at the same time, it makes things a pain in the butt because you're trying to, figure out what goes where, and if you're using multiple, anyway, you don't want to double your workflow simply by trying to do that. Now, I want to make it clear that I don't have any real issues with Lumafusion. It just doesn't work for me, and I want to make sure that you realize that it may not work for you. If you've already got a MacBook Pro and an iPad, and you're thinking, like, maybe I'll switch to the iPad, I mean, if you want to spend the $30, go ahead and do it, but I also would say just stick with iMovie if you want that good audio. If you've only got an iPad, or if you are trying to go on the cheapest way possible to be able to make videos, then probably try it. But maybe consider trying one of the free apps first. Like on the iPad has iMovie. It doesn't have noise reduction on the iPad, but it does have iMovie. Or you can use Splice, which also doesn't have noise reduction, but those are free apps that allow you to easily make YouTube videos similarly to what you get with Lumafusion. Now, I was able to do some cool text things. I was able to do some cool color correction things, and you can adjust the audio in various ways, but that noise still bothered me personally. And if you watch a lot of YouTube videos, you know that noise, and you know that chances are you click off those videos. So I guess all I'm trying to say is I was excited about it, and then I was kind of upset, and it kind of ruined the rest of my night. I spent a lot of time dealing with it, but thankfully Apple was willing to refund my money. I was a little upset with how they did it because they did it so well. I went to the thing and I asked for a refund, and then I gave this whole long, well-written reason as to why I didn't think that I wanted this app anymore, why I thought I deserved a refund because there were things that weren't advertised. And then I clicked it, and I thought that somebody would get back to me and they would approve a refund, and then automatically it was approved. So I kind of wish somebody would have read that, but it was still a great experience. So Apple, kudos to you. You're probably not watching this video, but thank you for making it so easy to get a refund when you're upset about some certain app. Now, if Lumafusion adds this in the future, if I find out later that they've added a way to do noise reduction quickly, easily, and that actually works without detaching your audio or making it not sync up well, then I'm in and I'll go back to it. But right now, it's just not going to work for me, and I wanted to make sure that somebody had put out a video that explained why it might not work for you as well, because I don't like the idea of people getting this app and then it not working for them and then being upset and, feeling like they were jaded. If you're about to go in and buy something, really weigh your options. Maybe try it. Maybe try it like a trial and Apple will give you a refund. I really don't know, but I'm just wanting you to know that the audio issue was a big issue for me, and I'm sure it's going to be a big issue for other people. Anyways, if you like this video, go ahead and like it. If you're interested in more of this vlogging type stuff, we actually are going to make a couple more videos about that. This video is actually being filmed on our iPhone. And if you didn't know that and were surprised, the iPhone's actually a great video for vlogging, and we may talk about that more later. And we'll talk about why in our next video, or in the next few videos, we're going to talk about why I don't think the GoPro is actually a very good vlogging camera, even though I once thought it did, in contrary to all the big vloggers. But we'll talk about that in a later video. If you guys like this video, be sure to hit that like button. Maybe check out our website. The link will be in the description. And maybe give us a subscribe and check out more of our content that we've got coming up in the future. Have a great rest of your day, and God bless.